Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Tales in Pixels, and today we have Roman here, and he's going to talk about India, how we can make India a great nation. He's from Russia, and okay, let's start.
Yeah, that's very interesting because, in my opinion, India is already a great nation. It has existed for how many years? Not every country can, say that they have existed for literally thousands of years because India is it's an ancient place. It's a sacred place, in my opinion. There are a lot of spiritual, cultural places. World heritage, is here, and there is so much to preserve, and that's what I was talking about. One of my points was the preservation, the proper preservation of the culture that you guys have here, all of the architecture, all of the achievements that are related to building a society as a structure, all of the socio-political things that you have here going on. It's all important. It's like a wild mix, and the only thing that you need to do is not to unwind, but actually to slow down and center your attention on the environment, the environment and the economy, because India's economy is growing exponentially, but there are so many people to take care of. There is a humanitarian crisis because a lot of rivers are polluted. The environment is, again, sometimes it's not the best place to live in, but it's all a subject to change. It's still possible to clean up the country. We have 1.5 billion fucking people here. Let's get to work. We need to get to work. We need to make money. We need to create and sell something. Not only resources. India has resources, but we cannot just sell the resource. We need to sell the final product. We cannot just sell Indian wood to the world. You need to create beds. You need to create a standard that, for example, Indian drawers are the best in the world, and do it with traditional and national patterns, perhaps, to make it a thing of desire for the Westerner. So they pay a good buck to the country and they help the country evolve, and then you can invest that money into infrastructure. You can tax other countries. Russia is selling resources to India. India can gain a lot in profit through reselling resources to other countries. And for some countries it's so interesting. They're we're not gonna pay for Russian gas or for Russian oil. And Russia sells it to India. India puts a bumper sticker on it, and then it's okay. Europe is yeah, we're gonna get it from India for triple the price, but still better than buying it from the US for the price that is 10 times bigger. So yeah, there is a humanitarian crisis and there is quite a lot of people, but I feel in the future it's still possible to clean up the environment. Mother Nature will help you to preserve the culture that you have here and to create new, wonderful, interesting infrastructure to bring foreign companies and foreign businesses here, build Burj Khalifas all over the place, or not all over the place, just focus on places like Mumbai, Bangalore, which is the Silicon Valley of India, and create crystal castles here, create the glass buildings and towers, and invite foreign investors, invite people. I feel India is a very open nation and a very cooperative nation. That's why you're a part of BRICS, but at the same time, you suck America's dick every once in a while. So that's totally fine with me, though. I'm just like a Russian traveler. I don't have a say in any of this. And I'm weirdly enough involved into, this whole geopolitical thing. Also, it's 2 a.m. It's 2:21. Yeah.
And what are some good things you think about India? What do you think?
You're a bad interview.
Those were pretty good.
So, what do you feel about the energy in India, be it spiritually? Because I feel we are part of universe, and we all are part of universe. There shouldn't be any borders to see each other, to travel around the world. Mm-hmm. But how do you still find the Indian energy spiritually?
Mm-hmm. Well, to be honest, in the recent years, life has changed me a lot, and I burned out drastically. So I believe that old rules are the good rules. You marry for money, you can fake orgasm, you cannot fake your rent check, and you cannot fake your water bill. It's virtually impossible. So in India, I do respect the traditional aspect of life. I respect that they can just sell a girl to a guy. That's totally fine. That happens. But that's a traditional society, and I'm okay with it. I'm just, I have no say in it. I'm just an observer. I'm an observer.
My question was...
we're getting to it. We're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna proceed. So the energy in India can be described in a few words. Well, that's just unprofessional, come on. So It can be described in a few words. It's like, I would say that it's a mixture.
Sorry.
Is everything okay?
You go.
Can
Is
I
everything okay?
proceed?
Yeah.
The energy of India. The energy of India. It's like a Nazi. It's like a Nazi gas chamber with firecrackers inside of it. You know, like in Nazi Germany, they had, in Nazi Germany, they had gas chambers where they used to, put out the gas and suffocate the people to test different chemicals in the air, and they used to kill people. It's very sad. It's terrible what happened to people there in those camps. So Indian energy is not similar to that in particular, but it's like a bird box with chamber, like was the gas inside of it, and the firecrackers are exploding inside of that bird box. The bird box would be like a good metaphor for you being like surrounded by people and you being congested with this, like, smell of shit in the slums and everything. It's I know it's a bit too much, but at the same time,
my question was the spiritual energy.
we're getting there.
We are getting there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like, that's the overall energy. Like, there is too much going on. There are some channels of energy that are quite unique. They're exquisite in a way, because I've never seen anything quite like this before. So in order to see the beauty and in order to notice one specific bright firecracker in this whole, like, gaseous space, you need to center your attention and pay attention to the right things here. You need to, oh, it's too close, my acne will not, no, that's not a skin, it's an orange peel. You should not do that with your camera, and you're like, what is it, iPhone 15?
Radiations.
And radiation too, yeah, let's not.
Oh.
Okay, let's
It is what it is. It's okay.
yeah,
It's a
okay.
personal
That was controversial, but I feel like, in my prognosis,
Still
in my
being honest,
geopolitical
it's okay.
prognosis, the war between India and Pakistan is highly likely, and you're gonna lose a lot of people fighting for pointless causes. So, it's all the subject of change and how you change the world. It's up to you. It's up to the nation at large. But at the same time, some things are inevitable. Some things will happen, and change, by definition, will be inevitable for your country. So choose wisely. There are a lot of people who are suffering, and they are on a suffering journey. Their souls are supposed to be here to suffer. And that's why slums exist. That's why poverty exists. That's why, the poor conditions and the castes exist. So they can suffer here enough, and then the energy will be released when all of them will be dead. And then, out of the nuclear dust, out of the blood and fire of war, a new world will emerge, and India will be an inseparable part of that world.
Wow, at this point we would like to close this podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this one. I'm so do you want to say something?
No,
Or like closing
It
statement?
was a pretty good reply. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What kind of podcast was that? It was literally one question. That is such a bad podcast.